Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work. At the 21-yard line.
On the ready. To the mark, 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, it's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it with Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a nice spin into some open field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll buy some time right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This one taken from the 7. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Let's get it. Let's go now. Set the end down. Set the tone, people. Hey, whoa. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Play action. It's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Jim. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, check 24.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, 49ers.
Run it, run it. Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
Jackson on first down. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson now. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, it's Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Three buzz. Get it all. Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Jackson, flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. It's caught. Jones. There he goes right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones. 43 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Buying time to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now Jackson. Going to throw again. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
And Jackson throwing once more. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Turn, touchdown. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check. Run it.
Jackson now. Throwing on 3rd and long. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 43 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Peyton, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 2 right here. Strip the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Whip. Watch the whip. Cut up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. Walter Payton, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On third down, Peyton. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Jackson throwing on fourth down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a give right side. It's Jackson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and goal, Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
Sean Taylor there defensively.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
On third down, Peyton. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Steps away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold.